Well, OGGM decided to start a new Minecraft world and showed the creation settings that he used. Hear that? That's a bad thing. I'm not sure why, but I have had merfolk throwing tridents at me from in this body of water. That bubbling noise is something under the water that's actually willing to attack you. Anyway, so yeah, let's move away from here. So this is the same random number seed in all of the same world settings that OGGM used, and this is a village that he's been renovating in his video. There was a small clump of sugarcane here that I propagated because having only 2 or 3 pieces of sugarcane is lame. Anyway, though, weirdness is with this thing is that there's so much water in this town. Like all of the way down. And don't want to do pathing in this town is also weird because these are just like randomly generated paths the game did, but it made them all crisscrossed. There's like so many of them in this area that's just like zigzagged all over the place. Here's one that I smoothed out a bit because, it's a logical place to have a path. Makes sense. Here's one that I smoothed out, and then I realized that the path just goes straight up to the top of a cliff. Sort of. It also runs sideways, parallel to the bottom of the cliff. Eh? Hmm. I might fix it so that there's a ramp there, like I did over here. Here, I fixed it so that you can actually walk up to the top of the cliff. But the actual path right here just goes straight off the side, and you can see one over there too. Like, well, let's go walk up to the top since there's a bunch of buildings up here too. Now, some of this is me using a shovel to add more pathing. But see, look there. You just see it. It's just that goes straight off the freaking cliff. The problem here, though, is that the AIs for the villagers seem to use these paths as a wayfinding tool. And sometimes they'll walk off those just because they exist. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I broke my shovel and I need to build a new one. Oh, well. This is another building that OGGM found that he found to be rather odd, since the front of the building, as it was, you couldn't walk up to it. I placed these dirt blocks here to add access. Also, there was a flower box down here that's technically underneath the foundation. Huh? The generation here is bizarre, and I think it's just because of the fact that it chooses the, I guess you could say, uh, starting point for placing one of these. I suspect that it's one of the two back corners. It placed that on solid flat ground. The problem here is that this specific structure, when generated, was going over a cliff. The road here was generated because of the fact that there's a structure here and it generated road in front of the structure. And it placed the flower box someplace in front of the house, I guess. Although realistically, the position of the flower box didn't really make a whole lot of sense in general, but weird Minecraft rules. And of course, the positions of roads in Minecraft villages makes no sense whatsoever because here's a road that goes up to the not door side of a house. And here's another road that goes parallel to the edge of the cliff. But this is the part that's on the top of the cliff. And yeah, that's right. That's the part of road that you can't actually walk up, and the villagers are congregating on it because they think it should be a walkable path, and it's not. This, of course, is just an incredibly boring house. I think I tinkered with this particular one so that you can actually do something with it, but oh, yeah, you can walk down to it, but it's the roof of the well, so there's no actual path down there. Screwball stuff, I know. This path is actually walkable, sort of. Hello. And going up, we have a house at the top. 3 levels of village. Well, there's actually 2 buildings up here. A house with a sheep pen and whatever this is. I'm genuinely not actually sure. I think it's like a leatherworking shop, maybe. Anyways, though, nap time. There's so many houses here. It's quite a large village. Let's see. Yes, it's like there's 3 of these cauldrons here. I think each of those gives you a leather worker as a jump block. Oh, look. Sheep. Hello, sheep. Yeah, that. Sheep just eat grass. So, 2 houses here on the 3rd level of the village. Or, well, 2 buildings. One's a house, the other one's a workshop. 2 houses here on the 2nd level. So that's 4 buildings total. Then you have this well thing, which is the central point, which, yeah, for some reason this path here actually had part of the path in the bottom of the well, which was causing the AIs to path into the well and actually jump into the well. Incredibly dumb, but AIs. Then you have this path here, which I dug a slant here to make this into a walkable path, but it literally goes nowhere. It's not even the one that guy was walking on either. He was actually just walking on this here. Doop, 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 doop. Which I guess technically you can't walk up that because there's like a 2-block jump up, but still. Here we have the. Oh yeah, this is another thing. You see, I see several of these here, and I really have to wonder if what makes this place so weird is that it's actually 2 villages randomly generated on top of each other. Because it has so many of these roadblocks that are on top of things like this. There used to be a pair of trees here. I didn't finish cutting this tree down, but I fully cut down the other one. And while I was doing that, I noticed all of these dirt blocks on top of the trees. It's like, why? Why did it generate road on top of here? Because also when you look here, it's like it's not as if it just put the surface here. It's like when you look up and down, that block corresponds to screen here. 1, 2, 3 more, which are just, Oh yeah, also that's the thing I was talking about. Ancient ruins. Yeah, undersea something. I haven't gotten close enough to actually see what it is, but that that is absolutely one of those stupid Atlantean lantern things. That over there is glowing too. I'm not sure what that is. And of course, there's some magma blocks down there for the orange parts. I haven't actually seen anything come out of the water, enemy-wise, but you know, wouldn't surprise me. All right, let's see here. Two of these things, which are stonecutter stuff, which I'm not sure what these blocks are supposed to be. I think those are terracotta or clay or something. Anyway, two of those, so that's good. For that 6, a house for 7. This farm plot structure, which I guess we can count that as a building. So we'll make that 8. Other house over there for 9. This house for 10. 11. I think I actually lost count. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. I mean that bubbling sound again. I like it. Anyways, though, yeah, this is a lot of town. However, you may have noticed that while it has a lot of houses, it really doesn't have a wide variety of job blocks. Here we have a blacksmith forge, which, okay, that's a useful job block. This guy is a weaponsmith. Yeah, I totally stole his stuff. I mean, who doesn't? And he has magma blocks here. Which, yes, magma blocks will totally light wood on fire if you keep the wood too close to it. OGGM actually did that to himself earlier today. Nope. And here we have a woolworking shop, which also comes with a pin that has 2 sheep. Nice stuff. There's 2 of these loom things. Let's see here. These 2 guys are both wool workers. They will buy wool from you. If I wish to get... Oh, they'll even sell me shears. This is great because of the fact that I haven't found all of the iron stuff that I have. Stuff that got into my village. Alrighty then. I have one farmer here who, okay, he buys wheat and carrots, which the buying wheat and carrots thing is weird because of just how many hay bales I found laying around town. Oh yeah, put those away. You know what? I should unpack those and sell them to him just to pick up a few emeralds because it occurs to me that I haven't actually started doing that yet, and I'm kind of curious what he'll want for a second. Okay. Yeah, I actually have more than 64 hay bales. That is a lot of wheat. Like, more than you know what to do with. I think the villagers are going. Yeah, it's late. Evening, I guess. Eh. One of the guys who works with play. Where'd the farmer go? This is weird because these are setups like, oh hey, we work with clay here, and then have a stone cutter wheel. Ah. Oh yeah, this is one that the AIs never shut the doors on because it's not a house. They only go in there if they're using the job block, and apparently they don't even do that often. Really not sure what that bubbling noise is. It might mean that there's a magma block under the town, creating a bubble column. Oh, it's a medium red tungsten. New episode is unlocked. Yeah, get out of the way. Okay, now let's see. I think I have to wait for him to sleep or something to level up. Oh yeah, here's one of those spots where they try to path, but the path just doesn't go anywhere. Oh, now he has it. He'll sell me apples or buy pumpkins. Pumpkins, I actually did find a pumpkin patch near here, so I can cultivate pumpkins. Carrots, the only carrots I might have are the ones in the village farm. Anyway, let's go take a look at the underwater ruin at night, just to see what it looks like. I'm probably going to expand this so we have multiple cows in here, because there are several cows in town, and that's definitely a freaking drowned. Yep, that's a drowned. Come get some. Really not sure if there's more than one drowned here. I mean, obviously I already killed one, so this would be number 2 that I'm fighting. Oh wait, I saw a third thing. Oh yeah, look, there's magma blocks in this area underwater here. Why am I placing torches? To oh yeah, there they are. 3 of them this time. 4. Jeez. I killed one, and I still see three. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is what this place looks like underwater, huh? Yikes! That explains a few things. Crap. Does kind of explain some things about why the terrain is so weird. Like this thing I'm standing on is just a chunk of dirt floating in the ocean. I can't really see a whole lot about that stuff over there. Definitely underwater ruins, though. Still hearing bubbles. And like I said, on one previous occasion, I heard the sound of tridents going fling, being flung at me. I didn't actually see the tridents or what was flinging them at me, but given what I know, I am inclined to believe that the tridents were real. This is actually just a very, very shallow water pool. One thing I'm thinking of here is to just take a bunch of dirt and make an elevated bed on top of this water here. Because one thing to remember about Minecraft water in terms of gardening is that it takes into account vertical uh, positioning. So you have this 1 block deep pool of water here. You put directly above it a bunch of dirt, a farming plot, and the dirt is considered to be properly watered for growing crops. This underwater stuff really kind of catches my interest, but I see the red eyes of a spider over there. That's nice. And one thing I'm not sure about, I thought I glimpsed, was something on the horizon over there that's not a star. I'm really not sure though. But that stuff down there, that is absolutely an underwater ruin of some kind. Probably why I'm seeing so many drowned show up. Yeah, that is absolutely what skeleton. Kind of wondering where the skeleton came from. Although there are certain, it's firing arrows suggests that it was standing over here somewhere. Which I guess that section. No, that's a spider. Clearly, this area needs better lighting if I'm having that many enemies show up. Ah, she's alrighty then. Well, this is getting along. So yeah, one thing I've done in past games is actually to take a bunch of fence posts, place them in a grid pattern. Oh, hello, an ink gland from squid. So that the wait, what? Copper ingots? I must have picked those up from one of the drowned I killed. A spider. I need to put out a second chest. That is the sound of a drowned wheezing. I'm not sure where he is. So, I guess I'll start by taking all of the plants and, well, anything biological and putting it in this one here. Really don't like the fact that I'm hearing a drown gurgle next to me. Don't. I see. I suspect that this location has it's functionally the roof of a cave. So there's like underwater areas underneath the walkways here. It's like you look at this, you're like, oh, that's just one block deep. And over here, it's not. Same here. Wonder if these sounds of drown are actually under the ground. Anyways, talk to Mr. Farmer here and tell him the rest of the wheat acquired from the hay bales. Oh, he doesn't want to eat today. Well, I'll just have to come back later. But yeah, it's like this is why I so often put grids of torches in places where I have settlements. You want lighting everywhere, including outside the settlement. Building a lighting perimeter extends the range at which enemies can spawn, so that they can't spawn in the village, they can't spawn next to the village, and if you do it right, you can extend the range to the point where you can't have skeleton archers spawn close enough to shoot at you. Quite handy for, purposes of safety. Here, though, so much of this area near us is water. Ooh, I don't know. That's kind of a bother. Well, I have 23 emeralds now. And that's enough of showing off this village for now. Interesting place because of the location. It's fundamentally not a safe village location. What is that? That was a dead fish. Yeah, see, there's those little red fish over there. I think it's like supposed to be like sockeye salmon or something. Yeah, there it is. A magma block. Those will make a bubbly noise. If there's one under the village somewhere, that would explain a few things. Oh boy. This would be a lot more convenient if it was. Yeah, let's just fix that. There we go. Now, these are things here I'm standing on are actually just wood plank blocks. The game spawns them whenever it wants to generate one of these paths in an area that doesn't has water on the surface. It's like the game decided wanted to generate a path going all the way out here, but this area here is water, so it puts wood paths here. Here's one where it generated one going absolutely nowhere into the water. Rather large one too. Seriously thinking about just like scavenging that one for the wood. These I'm kind of planning to replace with dirt paths because again, scavenging for wood. Alrighty then. Well, that's enough for this video. See you guys later.